Greetings ladies and gentlefish, and here's a replay in the VK2801, the Tier 6 German light tank. It's the light tank that gets this, it gets access to the 105mm howitzer. Now, I have a bit of a love-hate relationship, well, yeah, with German light tanks, because they tend to not be as agile as light tanks from other nations. Instead, they tend to get a little bit of armour and they tend to be a bit heavier. And combine that with their decent top speed, they tend to be more about drive-by shootings and ramming things when an opportunity presents itself, though you have to be very careful with that. Ramming a heavy tank in this, not a good plan. But I prefer my light tanks a little bit more agile. Anyway, the game at hand. We are on the worst map in the game, Komarin. Wait, this isn't Komarin, is it? Maybe it is Komarin. And get the names of two maps muddled. Komarin and the other one that begins with a K. I know, helpful, isn't it? I can't remember. Either way, this is the worst map in the game. It's a Tier 7 game, so the matchmaker's actually been quite kind to us. This can see Tier 10 games. And we're just going to come up here and see what we can spot. And someone takes out that Panzer IV and someone takes out an M7. Okay, a couple of bottom tier mediums dead. They're actually in a platoon. There should be another Panzer IV somewhere. Probably nearby. There he is. Now I'm very conscious that I don't know where anyone else is, so I'm currently sitting in a bush with some binoculars. Trying to see what I can see. And oh look, there's the M4, and oh god, he's got friends. So I put one shot into him, which will give him a bad day, and back off. So, and oh, they're gonna gank this heavy. Okay. So I put second shot into him, which kills him. They kill. So it wasn't a heavy; it was a tank destroyer. The S2 kills the T25/2, and I am bugging out of here as quickly as I can. I don't have to fight that fight, so I'm not going to. And I'm not going across the bridge because that would give them clean shots at me. Instead, I'm fording the river up here and just trying to stay in the low ground to make it really difficult for them to shoot at me. And it almost goes horribly wrong. I mean, there you can see I'm starting to drown. But I think it's worth the risk. I don't drown in the end. I think it's worth the risk for them to not shoot me. And, oh, they just nailed an IS. And there's a whole world of butthurt coming along there. And I do not want to be there. Sorry. So I'm trying to bring the area to people's attention, if they haven't already noticed. I'm calling for help. I'm trying to point out to people, look dudes, there's like IS-2 and accompanying friends coming from the right hand flank. E25 goes, yep, cool. Okay, so I now know that if I were to spot those guys, I've got a top tier tank destroyer giving me covering fire, which is a slightly more reassuring thought. So firstly I try and see if I can have a shot on this guy over on the island, but it does not appear to be the case. So what I'm going to do is, oh god, and there we go, artillery. Maybe I was the only target he could see that he could have a shot at, but he shoots at the tier 6 light tank. Artillery are very scared of light tanks, and rightfully so, but well, I'm not perhaps the best target for it. So, it's 4-4 at the moment. We have just had that IS-2 crop up. I am going to see if I can get any shots at him. I can't. Oh, he's just faded away. So, oh, hello. I had a shot at him instead. In his ARL. Now the E25 nails the IS-2. Which makes me feel slightly better, but I'm also conscious there is still an IS over there, I believe. So I decided to move up cautiously, because I do not want to take a 122mm shell to the face. That would offend. An Allied tank destroyer just drowned. I'm not going to be too harsh on him. If you're not very familiar with the fording places on this map, you can get into trouble. I've drowned on this map before. I think it was actually in a TOG. Their SU nails are VK, and oh, suddenly it's evens. So, I'm going to spot some guys. And I'm not going to open fire. I don't think. I hope not. No. I do not want my position to be revealed, so I'm just scouting this guy out. I'm making sure he stays spotted, he stays lit up, and I'm letting other people lay the hurt down on him. And there we go. He's down to about a third of his health. 26%. The C25 is just laying into him with his 75mm gun. Doesn't do much damage with each shot, but it's accurate, fast firing, and the artillery finishes him off. Grand. So we're 7-6 up. And to the best of my knowledge, that's all of... Oh, Black Prince goes as well. That's all of the guys that were over on that flank dealt with. But oh, hello. There's that ARL poking his head up that we saw earlier on. I fire at him, first shot misses. Oh, and I don't get a second shot because he just gets blown away. We're 9-6 up. So this is actually now looking pretty damn good. So I'm just making sure that there's nothing else coming. And then I'm going to go on a bit of a scouting run. No. Nothing else appears to be coming, or nothing that I can see. The next guy spotted is a heavy tank. It's their last heavy tank, the IS. It's the last one of the IS platoon, but he's right down the bottom along with a couple of TDs. We've got a medium that's gone down there and spotted them, and I'm pretty sure that medium is not long for this world. But I use this opportunity to move up. And the VK is quite fast. It doesn't necessarily accelerate as well as I would like from a light tank, but its top speed isn't bad. And there we go, T25 just gets taken out. I'm not just going to blitz down there in one go. I want to be slightly more cautious than that, because, you know, there could still be some bad guys down there who get a shot on me, get a line of sight on me, and, you know, a couple of shots from these guys and I'm dead. In fact, the SU-152 could probably just kill me in one shot. Reliably, that is. The IS could if he got lucky. I don't think the Jagdpanther could, and of course the artillery could. So I do want to be a little bit cautious over here, and Tiger P's pinging the map. It's like, alright, sure, fine, I don't think there's anything over here, but okay. I'll go and find it if it is. So I'm just going to move down this side of the map. And you can see, right, so I'm stopping in this bush to get the binos back up. This is basically what I did before. I prefer passive scouting, which is perhaps not the way the VK should best be played. It's more of an active scout, but I find, to be honest, whether you passive or active scout has more to do with what map you're on and the opportunities that present themselves, rather than I am in this tank, I will always passive or active scout. If you don't know what passive or active scouting is, look it up, there are many YouTube videos on it, and I imagine at some point I'll probably do one on it. So, we are going to keep pushing up this flank. Again, I'm stopping in this bush to try and get some view range up, and oh, hello. Now, there's something in the way, so it's probably not me spotting them, it's probably that T25. But either way, SU gets nuked, which is nice. And I move up to try and spot the other one. These guys are in a platoon. There's an SU, shot into him. So do other people. He's on 4% health, and he dies. 12-8 up. And push forwards. The C25 played a really good game. I think he actually gets the top XP for this game, perhaps, or one of the top ones. Someone says, "Good job." Yeah, I agree. This has been well played. This is a good game. One that we can be proud of. And hello, Mr. Oh god, okay. I didn't want to take that shot because I might have hit our own E25, who now dies. Our KV-1 just managed to drown themselves. Again, you have to be very careful on this map with where you can and cannot ford the river. And so I keep pushing up here. There's a artillery and a Jagdpanther left to find, and there is artillery. Put a howitzer shot into him. Ram him for 81 damage, and just someone's taken out the Jagdpanther, and blat, he's dead. And that was it. So we ended up doing just over 1,000 damage personally in that game, which is not bad considering it's a light tank. And we got our first class mastery, and generally speaking that was a well played game. It was a lot of fun to play, and that team was a pleasure to play with. So I hope you guys enjoyed that game. Feel free to catch some of my other videos or to subscribe to my channel. And I wish you happy hunting on the battlefield. Ciao ciao.